Hello, we are the Marvin Oven Group of the 2025 capstone for the Computer Science Department at NDSU. Our project is for Marvin. Marvin is a window and door manufacturer with multiple facilities across the United States. In their production, they have large conveyor-style ovens that need to be profiled or have their temperature taken as an item moves through them. This is where they reached out to NDSU to create a board that could retrieve data points of different temperatures as it passes through an oven. And they also need to be able to visualize that data with a dashboard, which is where the computer science group will be. So for the electrical and computer engineering project, they created an oven profiler using a PyPico, which writes its output to a file, just as to a text file, as it passes through the oven. And after that data is collected is where our project begins. So our project kind of has a basic flow of the data comes into the profiler, from the profiler with a Raspberry Pi. It is then ingested with a Python script, which is just it inserting the data from that text file into the database. The database is a basic Microsoft SQL Server database where the data is stored. And then the dashboard part of our project is using Ignition and a perspective module. The data ingestion is using a Python script which reads from the text file and then inserts the data to the database. The Python script looks something like this, just simply a reading from a text file, or in this case an Excel file, and inserting it into the database using some basic commands. Inside of the database, it is stored in the data is stored in tables where it will have the time as well as the temperatures and a unique run ID associated with each data point. Finally, we have the Ignition dashboard, which will allow us to view individual runs, calculated values, as well as have some variable values that we can see. I'm going to jump over to the Ignition dashboard now, and we can see on the left we have a view of a oven run and the temperature as an object passes through the oven. So this would be a profiler that went through. And then we can select different runs where each run is listed with run, its unique ID, and then the date at which it was taken. And then we have an adjustable variable temperature limit, which is the little bar drawn there, that red horizontal line, which we can change either just for viewing or for different calculations with this time above threshold calculated values. We also calculate the max temperature difference here, and also the max temp that any thermocouple reaches during the run. So this is just kind of how it works. On the left here, you can zoom in and drag around to view different parts of it. Maybe zoom in a little closer since it does have so many different data points. I think it collects every half second on this one. So if you want to view a little more closely, you can zoom in, but that's our project. It's just this little simple dashboard.